Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to see everyone here. Thank you so much for joining my channel and being a part of my page, being a part of this little family we have going on. So, I am the Hustle Princess, and what we talk about here is ambassadorships, travels. We talk about all of the food we have on our travels, all the business behind it, and of course, events, especially those related to Chicago area. So, my name is Princess Jones, and just a little bit about me is I am a travel fiend. Um, I've been an addict since I've been little. Like, a lot of people don't know some of the crazy stories, and hopefully, I plan on, doing an episode separate for that. But, like, I went to Niagara Falls with $50 in my pocket before, like, really anything for the travel. I joined sports teams and was last place every time because I joined simply to get on the bus and just move around from the city. So that's a little bit about me. But what I really enjoy is representing brands and bringing light on new activities, new things that people don't know about. So I am a mom of two. I have Amir, that's my oldest, and my baby, Abbas. And I love to go out with them. I love to show them different things. Abbas hasn't been many places yet, but even at only 3 months old, he just went to Navy Pier in Chicago. So I'm really adamant about making sure we just get outside and get to do fun things. And my son Amir is just like me. Like, he's addicted to sun. He loves to be outdoors. So this podcast is going to be focused heavily on family travel. And my mom is also typically up here with us as well in Chicago. So we're going to be speaking on that as well because with her, I also include that in family travel. And I do plan on having some mom daughter trips as well as some, husband wife trips. I also want to travel with my brother. So this is really going to be an exploration of all of the fun things that I love to do. And I'm hoping to answer a lot of questions of you all's as we go on. Like, I know many people have questions about budget travel, and I have some podcast actual topics I'm gonna list off. So you can tell me what you're thinking of, if you like it or not, what kind of ideas you have. I want to have some guests on the show as well who are experts in their field, not necessarily in just being a brand ambassador, but in travel, in business, in the food and restaurant industry and spaces, as well as some of the brands themselves. So I'm really enjoying the ideas that we have so far, and I'm hoping that you will as well. So I'm going to list off, and you all just tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know if this is kind of your vibe, what you're looking for. I'm a podcast fanatic as well, so I'll listen to, an hour of just someone blabbing. But when it's real good information, I take out a notebook and I get to writing. So if you find something you really love here, make sure you take that out. Make sure you're taking notes, save it, make sure you subscribe, turn your notifications on, share it with others, help us grow because once we have a great community of people that we can network with within each other, that will even make it easier for us to travel, for us to find new ambassadorships and just create something that is great for all of our families as a whole. So some of the ideas I've seen is, families who travel the world. Can a mom travel with a baby or two? Because I've seen that as well. How can a single mom travel around with their children when they're both young? Let me see. A dream trips. Like, what type of dream trips do you have for different ages in your family, for different family members? Going through an actual different protocols you reach at the airport because so many people actually haven't even been on a plane before. My husband just got on a plane this last year for the first time, so it was very interesting for him. But after going, his nerves has calmed a lot. But it's also important to kind of understand what the process is for that. Getting there, going through pre-check if you need to, going through the actual security check, making sure that everything you have as far as your luggage is what you need, kind of making sure your weight limits are okay because we've definitely been through issues with weight limits as far as that getting on the plane. Let's see. Now, as far as food, some of the ideas I had was Black Food City. So those that focus on not just soul food, but different types of foods that's mixed into Black culture in America. The best reviewed foods in cities. There's actually someone on my Instagram page I hopefully want to shout out, and I love to talk to on here, but he goes all around Chicago and he finds all of the restaurants. I mean, when you talk about the best job in the world, y'all, man, but yeah, that's the type of things I'm thinking of in regards to that. Man, Anthony Bourdain, my favorite episodes of Anthony Bourdain and the food he's tried on that. Um, what's the entrepreneur? And then what an entrepreneurial spirit is, especially in the food industry. Because what you'll find is so many businesses, each year are actually food businesses. They're actually restaurants that are starting, but they're soon often shut down as well. So, kind of going behind and deep diving into why. And I have been a part of different ways of, cooking online and selling my food, including a company called Chef, that's SHEF, where I actually was creating meals and it was working essentially like a Uber Eats or something like that. However, the food wasn't hot when they received it. It was like getting a warm home cooked meal because they were warming it up themselves. So it was already refrigerated for them, but it was fresh. I mean, I'm cutting up vegetables, meats, everything, and I'm cooking everything fresh in my home and selling it. But that actually didn't even work for me because I didn't have the business acumen to understand that this is running a business as a restaurant on a small scale without everything else that comes with a restaurant. So I would love to go into more information about the entrepreneurship about those type of food businesses as well because food is definitely close to my heart. What is entrepreneurship in itself? A lot of people kind of don't know the meaning or they only see like the glorified and lifestyle versions of entrepreneurship. So I would like to go more into that, like the marketing behind it, the planning behind it. You see how I jumped straight to marketing because that was my major and it was just the most fun part to it. But there's so many more things. It's way past social media, is way past deciding that you like a product but not actually testing it. There's so many aspects that goes into it and it's so much, let me see, rotating parts, I should say. It's parts that work together like a cog on a wheel. So once one thing flows, then other things start to flow with it. So that's something else that I want to reach out and speak about as well. And you'll find that the majority of my topics will actually be, centered around families and centered around moms and women entrepreneurs because that's what I am and that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about seeing us win, seeing us grow, and making good changes, positive changes, lifestyle development for our own selves, where we're able to pass it down and see our children growing and developing because it actually starts with us. I've started businesses, for my children, but it's things that I have to stop for them because I didn't have my own business together. So I have plenty of failures we can go through. And hopefully, I don't mind sharing it because I really want for other people to learn. I want people to bypass all of the issues that I've had or to at least shorten it down. Once you see an issue I've had and you recognize that in your own life, go ahead and skip that step, y'all. Go ahead and skip that step and advance forward. But no, I'm very excited to be here, y'all, and I'm really happy to have you all here. Please make sure you follow and like me on Facebook and Instagram at The Hustle Princess. I'm also on TikTok, but not very active there. And this is the end of our first episode on YouTube. So you will be seeing so much more of me soon. And our blog will be coming up as well. So whenever you need travel tips in the meantime, make sure you head over to The Hustle Princess on Instagram, y'all. See you next time.